Hey, so this is our curriculum walkthrough for 2018-2019 school year. Got a first grader, a sixth grader, and a freshman in high school. All right, so here is what we're doing. All right, so last year I had all of the kids' school stuff in the same binder as mine, and it got a little crazy. So this year they have their own binder. It's just a plain old 3-ring binder, and it's broken into different sections. In the very front, on this side over here, those are all of our logins and passwords for the websites and the accounts that we use. Excuse me. So that's why I'm not showing you that. That's also where we tuck the dry erase marker that they use to mark their stuff off. In the front section here, we've just got some daily Bible verses. We've got chores that the kids are responsible for doing. Some of them are everyday. Some of them are pick a couple. So for Sister Bear, she is a freshman this year, and she is doing algebra, she is doing British literature, she's doing astronomy, she's doing Georgia state history and U.S. government. She's kind of getting into photography more. We're doing Bible studies. She is also doing her piano practice, and she wants to start babysitting. So we have, I am being a mean mommy and making her do the Red Cross Babysitters Training Handbook before she is allowed to actually babysit other people's kids. She is also taking 2 classes at Summit Academy. That's where I teach on Tuesdays. She is actually going to be in my life skills class. We were just going to do the work at home, but then we decided to go ahead and let them come take the class. And then she's going to be working in the backstage crew for musical theater. So that is pretty exciting. We've got where we keep track of the days. This is the different work that has to be done each day so she can mark it off. Reading list, keep track of what she's doing. This is supplemental astronomy work. She's, all right, sorry. So this is actually the text that she's using for astronomy. And then we're using also the online course, and then supplementing it with some stuff out of here and other online videos and sites and stuff, and field trips. This is supplemental for her government. This is a supplemental text for the British literature. Again, Constitution for government. This is a Georgia history text that we're going to be using a few sections of, along with the Georgia Public Broadcasting website. And then she's got some of this, just applying what she's learning. And then these are actually kind of a combo of for her and for the middle one, my oldest son, who's in 6th grade. So we've got some more understanding the Constitution, United States history highlights, U.S. history and government. Whoops. They got stuck. Branches of government and the path to presidency. So we're going to be covering all that information with the history. So moving on to Brother Bear, who is in 6th grade this year. So he's doing 6th grade math, 6th grade English, and then we've got zoology for science. And for the history, we're doing some of the government, but we're also doing a really heavy focus on geography and different cultures. So with the art and music that both of the boys are doing, we're focusing on cultures and geography. Then they have Bible study. He is learning Spanish now. And then these activities at the bottom are actually different. Our schedule did not work out for him to do archery, but he is taking the life skills class that I'm teaching at Summit, and then he's also in the backstage crew for musical theater. And then I've got some supplemental books for him too. So I've got this stack of flyers that's all about science and nature. So we're using some of those. I've got some first words, Spanish cards, Spanish book. I need to move this other pile. Another Spanish workbook. We're not actually working through this because he's doing the online Spanish, but these are a couple of times a week. We'll throw it in there as extra work. Make sure he's practicing it. Another Spanish, Spanish magnets, and then this is also in case with us doing a lot of our work online, we have to be prepared in case the internet goes out, or if we're away from home. I like to have worksheets and stuff for them to work on. So that's spelling. This is government, economics, citizenship. Goes with all of the other government stuff that we're kind of digging into. World history goes with our culture stuff. World geography, again, culture stuff, or geography stuff, culture stuff. And then these two, there's some of the stuff in these ones that we're pulling out to do because it goes with the zoology nature stuff. And again, he's got where we keep track of the days and then what he's supposed to do on each day. And then he's got a reading log also. And then the little one, we didn't erase these the other day. He is in 1st grade this year, but we are doing 2nd grade math, and he's still struggling with his English, so we are still working on cementing the reading and the writing and getting him better with all of that. Then he is doing zoology with his brother, and he's doing the geography and the cultural elements with music and art. Same Bible study, and he has no activities. With his speech, he's getting a lot better, but we still feel like he could use some more time to work on it before we try putting him into classes. Again, he's got a day tracker. He's got his what we do every day. Excuse me. This has to do with his speech therapy. So the marks on here in black were done in December of last year, and then I just re-evaluated him, and I was really happy to see that he has shown progress. But there's a lot of, this is actually kind of thick, there's a lot of worksheets and stuff in there that we're doing with him. And then we have different, they're kind of like flashcards that I've just printed words on so that he can practice the sounds a bit better. And we're doing a lot of reading so that he can get better with the word recognition and letter recognition. We've got a whole stack of the words that we're going to work through. And then the rest of this binder is just some loose leaf paper, first aid that I forgot was in there. But then the rest of his supplemental, and this is actually just one of the little packs of readers that he has. He also has a Paw Patrol one that has, I think, 10 books in it that we've worked on. So just continuing to get him more familiar with the words and the letters and the sounds and just the reading and the writing and all of it together. These books came from Dollar Tree. I absolutely love Dollar Tree. I buy a bunch of these through the year, and we use these for his handwriting. I also have other handwriting printouts that we'll end up using. And then this is another reading and writing activity book that I had gotten from somebody, I don't remember. Just a lot of different activities. Again, cementing the whole letters, sounds, reading, writing thing. And then this book is supplemental to the computer work that we're doing. And it's broken down into different sections. So there is a reading section, and you guys see I have paper clips on the first page of each section. It makes it really easy to flip to the next section by putting something there. So not only is there the reading, but there's the reading comprehension, understanding what he's reading. Then there's English. And a lot of this is understanding parts of speech, opposites, colors, numbers, words. All right, that kind of stuff in the English section. Then there was a spelling section, a math, which I'm actually not sure how much of the math we're gonna do out of here, since he does so well with math, and he's already in the 2nd grade level. We might not do a whole lot of the math out of here. And then at the back of the book is the glossary, the answer key, and then teaching suggestions, tips. And then the index. So we are doing a lot of the work out of that. That's kind of the long and short of it. If you have more questions about any of the actual books, Or if you have questions about the websites, I'd be happy to tell you more about them. But you can also just check them out on your own. For the most part, we're using a lot of Khan Academy. We're using a lot of Easy Peasy, which is the all-in-one homeschool. And then my freshman, she is using a lot of free online college coursework. And there are several different websites that you can check out for that. I'll put the links in the info below the video so that you guys can see all the awesome stuff that's available out there as far as free college work. Makes high schooling really easy. So that's pretty much the long and short of it. Just again, let me know if you've got any questions about what we're working on or how I came up with it, and I have no problem sharing.